Hi, this is Alex coming to you from Newton's Shred Skate Shop here in London. Today I'm going to give you a demonstration on how to stick a Ridersfly brake sole onto a shoe. Here's one I did earlier. I've had to re-record the audio because the microphone inbuilt on the camera is terrible, so yeah, my lips aren't synced. So this is the 4mm sole. It's really good for everyday use. It can last for months and months and months at foot braking just during commuting. Really handy for free riding as well, as it stops grip wearing out your shoes too fast. That's my personal favourite. I really recommend that quite highly. If you want to do lots of heavy downhill foot braking, we recommend the 6mm version. It's going to last longer, you still have okay board feel. For luge, we'd recommend the 10mm version. It's not going to have much board feel if you use it for your skateboard. And finally, we have an 8mm version with this tread pattern. This actually provides quite a bit of flexibility for the sole. You can see right now it's very bendy. The other ones aren't that bendy, like the 10mm isn't, I mean. The tread pattern actually allows you to go through big puddles of water and for the water to pass through it, as opposed to the sole maybe just like skidding over it or like glancing over it like hydroplaning, aquaplaning. So you can use that on a skateboard and for luge. So I'm just going to walk you through a tutorial of how to end up with a shoe to look like this. Have a nice fresh brake sole on it so you can get out and skate and make your shoes last longer. Okay. So you're going to need a shoe that you want to stick a brake sole to, and you're also going to be needing a sole to stick onto your shoe. It's a 4mm Ridersfly. Here's the super glue I'm using, Loctite Power Flex. You're going to need a blade. I prefer using some scissors though, they come out pretty clean, just like these. Some nice kind of kitchen scissors. So you also need something to keep the super glue off your finger. I chopped this off of a washing up glove that was a bit manky. So take the shoelaces and hide them away inside the shoe. This will keep them out of the way. I highly recommend this. Take the sole out of the packaging, and you want to make sure that both surfaces are nice and clean, so give them a wipe down, both the shoe and the sole. Next thing you'll do is line up the shoe on the sole right against the edge. Basically you want to have as little cutting to do as possible, and you want to keep as much of the excess material as possible. So now take your little finger protector and just tip the shoe over on its side and just apply some of the super glue to the shoe. Now don't do too much, you can't do too much in one go because super glue dries very fast and you're going to need to work it bit by bit. So just spread it around with your finger, get the outside edge of the shoe, get the stuff in the middle. Don't worry about the holes on the waffle sole kind of stuff because that doesn't make contact with the brake sole. So now you've got a teeny bit glued on, you can move to the back, so flip it over and bend it back. Careful not to tear it off, there's only a little bit of super glue holding on right now. Now get some more super glue in there and slowly work your way up the shoe. So you just apply it and it spreads quite fast, so you want to have as much of the surface on the shoe making as much contact with the sole as possible, and this is what this whole process is all about. You want a good connection between your sole and your shoe. Now you can use EvoStick impact adhesive. This does take a lot longer though. You're looking at like literally 8 to 12 hours for it just to dry. It's far from ideal. Only if like you have like overnight at an event to do it. This is more like you need to do something on the day, you need to go skate. It does come up a bit more expensive, but it's totally worth it. So here's the sole now glued onto the shoe. If you do find any gaps, you can just fill them in pretty easily. Just peel it back, stick in the glue, whack your finger in, then hold it down for 10 seconds. Make sure to get that pressure on, that's really important. So the next step is actually cutting the sole off the shoe. So we're basically going to trim it. So here we have some pair of scissors, and it's just going along the side of the shoe, and quite easily we're just going to trim our way all around the shoe. And yep, you can just see me like working through to get round to the front. So I'll show you how to do a knife next. You're going to need to cut in a bit and then start pulling the sole away from the shoe but not off the bottom of the shoe. So if you pull it away from the base of the shoe, you might actually tear some of it off, like the sole that you're trying to keep stuck on the shoe. So I noticed part of the sole didn't stick down properly, so I'm just going to repeat the same steps as before to glue it down. Now for the offcut material we have, don't throw it away, it's super handy and you can use it to repair gloves and shoes. I'll do another video tutorial on that soon. And here we go. This is the finished product. You have a sole stuck to a shoe and it's ready for some braking, be that down hills or just from a push, commute around town. Now if you're out and about and you find that an edge has lifted up a bit, have some super glue with you when you go on a trip, pour a couple of drops in, spread it about if you can, hold it down 10-15 seconds and you're good to go. Thanks a bunch for watching. If you have any questions or comments, make sure to leave them below. If you have a friend who needs help with this kind of stuff, make sure to share the video with them. All the best.